Hello and welcome into this week's edition of The Pole Position right here on Racing News Now. As always, I'm your host, Garth Allen. Thank you once again for joining me today. If this is your first time catching a Racing News Now video, consider going down below and hitting that subscribe button and ringing the bell for notifications so you don't miss a thing going forward from R&N. On today's edition of The Pole Position, we're looking back at this weekend's action from the series that we cover. Between NASCAR, ARCA, IndyCar, and Formula One, only 2 races happened this weekend, those both being NASCAR races, Xfinity, and Cup Series from the Richmond Raceway. So we'll go ahead and get right into those for you. First up, on Friday night was the NASCAR Xfinity Series from Richmond, the 38th annual Go Bowling 250. Christopher Bell picked up win number 5 on the season in this race and advanced his way into the second round, the round of 8 in the Xfinity Series playoffs. Ross Chastain came home with another strong finish in that 42 car in his final race, at least at thus far that we know of in that 42 car. Came home in the second position. Daniel Hemrick had a strong car all night, won the first stage. He came home in the third position. Dale Earnhardt Jr. making his return since retiring from the Cup Series last season. His only race on the schedule in any series this season. Led the most laps, 96 laps. Won the second stage, his first stage victory in his entire career. And came home in the fourth position. A great night for Dale Earnhardt Jr. Kind of semi coming out of retirement for one race. Matt Tifft rounded out the top 5. Rest of your top 10 playoff drivers: Elliott Sadler, Tyler Reddick, Brandon Jones there 6th, 7th, and 8th. Shane Lee in 9th, and another playoff driver, Ryan Reed, rounded out the top 10. Rest of your playoff drivers: Ryan Truex came home in 11th, Austin Cindric 13th, Cole Custer in 15th, and Justin Allgaier down in the 32nd position. Alright, and our final race of the weekend was the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series, also from the Richmond Raceway, the 61st annual Federated Auto Parts 400. Kyle Busch picks up the victory in this race, advances his way into the round of 12, his 50th career Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series victory. He is the 4th youngest driver to make it to 50 wins. Jeff Gordon, Richard Petty, and Ned Jarrett were the only drivers younger than he was when they won their 50th. The entire top 10 here, as you'll notice, are playoff drivers. So a good night all around for playoff drivers, but not so good if you're near the bottom of the playoff grid and you needed to gain some points. Kevin Harvick came home in the second position, Martin Truex Jr. in third. First time all season that the quote-unquote Big Three have actually finished in the top 3 in a race. Chase Elliott came home in the 4th position and Eric Almirola in 5th. Rest of your top 10 were Austin Dillon with a strong run in 6th, Kyle Larson, Jimmy Johnson in 8th, a great run for him considering how he has run this season. Brad Keselowski in 9th, and Clint Boyer rounded out the top 10. Rest of your playoff drivers: Eric Jones came home in 11th, Alex Bowman 12th, Joey Logano in 14th, Denny Hamlin 16th, Kurt Busch in 18th, and Ryan Blaney in 19th. So that's your results from the Federated Auto Parts 400, and that's it. That's all we got for you from this weekend. If you want more in-depth recaps of either one of those shows, we always do a rewind show for all the NASCAR races and all of the ARCA races as well. So we have rewind shows for both the Xfinity race and the Cup race. They're linked down below in the description. Race results, post-race thoughts from your winner and your other top finishers, and the playoff grid following those races as well. And we are working on getting a exclusive winner interview with Christopher Bell. Sounding like it's going to be sometime today, actually, on Monday. I'm not sure on a time yet, as this is a little bit pre-recorded, so not sure if the interview has already gone up, if it's going to go up after this. I'm not sure on that, but as of the time of this recording, it is sounding like it is going to be sometime Monday that we do that. So look out for that. And if you've not already subscribed, what are you doing? Go down below, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss the Christopher Bell interview and anything else going forward here on RNN. We do a lot of live coverage from ARCA races, next one being at Lucas Oil Raceway on October 6th. We talk to all of your favorite drivers from those races, all the big names in the series, get their thoughts from the track and anything else that might be of interest. So if you haven't subscribed already, you need to, and ring the bell so your notifications are turned on so you don't miss any of that. And hit that big thumbs up button if you like the video. It is much appreciated when you do. So with that, this has been the pole position where you always start on the front row. I'm Garth Allen for Racing News Now.